Alright guys, the brand new Phantom Rider season patch notes have just been released, and today I will be having a look into all the details in regards to the upcoming updates, including the new cars and my honest opinion about them, all the new special events, the new features and much more. So with nothing else to add, let's get straight on topic. Okay, so unfortunately for some of you guys, within the patch notes there weren't any single clue in regards to the Black Friday burst of speed, which I am aware many of you guys were looking forward in order to decide whether spending on the Monster Super GT or whatever might arrive at the burst of speed, but that's what we have to deal with, so I guess we can only wait for the next season patch notes to arrive in order to see which cars might be included within the next burst of speed. Anyways, before getting into the actual cars of the next season, which I am sure many of you guys already got the chance to see, I would like to give my thoughts about the new Evo cars we will be able to grade throughout the next season. All of these being the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the BMW CSL Homage, and the Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Just like on the previous season, there is a car which is going to be absolutely broken. This is the SF90 Stradale. Another one which is going to be fun, yet not as OP, which is the ZR1. And as usual, I guess there will be a car no one will care to have a look at. This is the BMW CSL Homage. I have some expectations for the SF90 Stradale, not gonna lie, but we will have to wait and see how big the push on the acceleration is on said car with Evo upgrades, since I do really think that Gameloft will adjust the bonuses based on the community feedback, since I can assure you all guys that the Evo upgrades are not getting removed. On the bright side, we will have a new item called Ultimate Star Up, which when used, will give you an entire star worth of blueprints for any car of a specific class. You can own one Ultimate Star Up item for each class, and those can't be stacked up, so be careful as these are likely to be mostly available on real money offers. Having a look into the cars we will be able to unlock during this season, we have the Lotus Emeya as the Legends Pass car, which is, well, quite mid, quite likely to be just, another dust collector on my garage. Then we have the Aston Martin DBS 770 Ultimate, which has a way too long name for a C-Class car and which, well, is said to be the free Grand Prix car of this first season with a quite nice top speed paired with a weak acceleration and nitro values, unfortunately. So I will gold it for the sake of the game, but I don't see this DBS Ultimate as a true deal breaker. We will have to wait and see the test drives. At last but not least, during this season we will have a special event for the Riders Aglaya, which will be available to unlock a bit earlier for those willing to pay the $50 of the Ultimate Pass early on this season. Acceleration wise it's quite interesting, looks like a worse Nevera overall. Interesting for collection, but that's really it, since I don't understand why Gameloft has to put such weak nitro stats for the S-Class cars, really. This car could have been great if it wasn't for those 44 points of nitro efficiency though. During the first spotlight of the season we will be able to unlock the Ford Mustang RTR spec, which is the perfect definition of mid, which could mean that it's either extremely flawed or just another filler S-Class car. I am not too hyped for this one, I will be real with you all guys. Extremely bad acceleration, yet it's true that the nitro and the top speed aren't way too bad though. Anyways, those were the cars that we are guaranteed to have during this Phantom Riders season. However, during the next Black Friday season we will have the BMW Hybrid, stunning looks, mid acceleration, decent top speed and a way too solid nitro efficiency for some reason. And also the Automobili Pininfarina B95, which looks cool to me and is likely said to be one of the best A-Class cars if those stats, showcasing an above 400 km per hour top speed, huge acceleration, decent handling and an alrightish nitro, end up being properly aligned with the track performance of this car. And what else? Oh wait, I almost forgot about the main dish, the long-awaited Koenigsegg one, which could be the next part of Speed special event main car. But it could be very well be the Pininfarina B95 as well, so I have to admit, this time I am quite divided. The Koenigsegg one gives me vibes of the kind of overranked car you put where it is, because, it's like some sort of legendary car, The acceleration, albeit not bad, could be fake, just like it happened to the Monster Super GT. The top speed is not that massive for a, let's remember, 5,000 points car. Nitro is the only normal thing you could expect a car this high in terms of rank, but that's just because Gameloft would rarely dare to give above 50 nitro points on any top S-Class car, really. The handling is just in no man's land, right in the middle, not too bad, not ideal either. Problem is, all the cars included within this second batch will likely be hidden until 1 month after the update is released, since they are included on the Black Friday season, so for all these cars we should be careful until seeing actual gameplay. Anyways, enough yapping about the cars, now it's time to have a look at the special events. As you can see on the screen right now, early on the season we will have another HoloLive collaboration, this time through a Spotlight event with all the cars you can see included. It will have a Spotlight pass with absolutely zero decals, meaning that these decals will likely be sold through separate offers, except one, which is the Honda Civic decal, which will be free for everyone to claim. Along this Spotlight, we will have an Evo special event, which is something I have never heard before, and which I hope will include plenty of Evo tickets for those who already own the new Evo cars at Gold. Time will tell. Around the end of October, we will also have the Rare's Aglaya special event, featuring quite a lot of hard cars, which kinda surprised me, as I don't think the Aglaya is worth that many obstacles really. Might just be a good idea to skip this car, unless, it feels like heaven while driving it. And then it seems like the Spotlight format has been adulterated and twisted so many times that it looks as if releasing a mini Spotlight including only 2 cars, as you can see on the screen right now, is something good. I don't know yet, but since I have both of those cars maxed out, I don't think I will be paying too much attention to that mini Spotlight anyways. Later on the season, we will conclude with a Ferrari Enzo Evo Prix and yet another Ultima RS Special Hand. And I am starting to believe that not having the Ultima RS maxed out by now should be considered a punishable offense though. On the time limited event side, we have a Pininfarina, Ninnofarina, Stars and Epics hands, not bad. And on the car hand side, we have the ones you can appreciate on the screen right now, as I am saying this. Those might be changed, but as for now, those cars are the ones set to be available for you to obtain through the car hands I have just mentioned. In terms of new features, we will be able to have a look into cars' interiors, and those cars will be the Bossler Super GT, the Rare's Aglaya, and the Koenigsegg one. There will be more cars available in the future though, but and as well there will be a new DLC available for an undisclosed price on the Japanese Nintendo eShop, which will improve theoretically the performance of the game for the Nintendo Switch 2. All in all, those were the most significant improvements, changes, and new features included within the upcoming Phantom Riders season. But now it's your turn. If I have to be completely honest, I don't think this is a season to spend any sort of real money nor tokens whatsoever. Quite average cars, not a single meaningful skin aside from the Pininfarina P95, events which are just alright, with some of them being even harder than I thought. So yeah, I will definitely save up your tokens for the upcoming Burst of Speed, because I truly believe you will get a better value of your tokens than if you decide to spend them on any of these season cars. Just my thoughts though. But now it's your turn to let me know what do you think about this update. Will you go for any of these cars? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe in order to not to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt Legends, and I will see you really soon as usual with much more content. Goodbye guys.